to a regular town meeting, or a regular monthly meeting. If anybody wants to stay, that's fine.
And anyone wants to see these reports, the bridge fund, I've got one for general assistance and town fund also. I mean, you can, but it's basically the same thing as on the annual. But anyone's welcome to see them. I'll set them right back here. I can pass them around, but it get kind of confusing.
I just need one. How is it? Two there? We'll have to share, because I know I don't have enough. I've got some. Take those. We'll take one and pass it around.
Okay, we'll call the meeting to order. Deb, you said the pledge already. You got attendance down. We'll go over minutes of last meeting.
The March meeting for Jackson Township was held on March 12th at 7 p.m. Attending was Lyle, Westfall, Adam, Deb, Ed, Kevin, Keith, with Richard Canarum, Tina Meddy, Tracy Grunlow, Trent Meddy, Mitch Myers, Jimmy Gonzalez, and Patty Corley as guests. Meeting called to order by Lyle, followed by the pledge to the flag. Minutes from last meeting presented. Motion by Keith to approve and seconded by Kevin. Approved unanimously. Motion by Ed to approve and pay road commissioner expenses as presented, seconded by Keith. Approved unanimously. Lyle presented the treasurer's report, account balances, road and bridge, $173,749.23. Town fund, $74,058.95. Bridge, $25,327.89. Equipment and building, $51,912.37. General assistance, $13,394.87. Lyle also reported we have received dividend checks from Torma. Insurance, $276 for road and bridge account and $351 for town fund. The two checks discussed last month as not having included the bank will be researched and rewritten as needed. Trent Meddy asked which account road employees are paid from. Lyle explained the road district employees are paid from the road and bridge account, while Adam's salary is paid from the town fund. The option is there to pay half the road commissioner's pay from the road district, but the board has historically paid his full salary from the town fund. Trent questioned if the remaining funds in the road and bridge account was enough to take care of the roads. Adam responded and said that oil and rock bids have not come in this year yet, but last year it cost the township approximately $11,000 per mile to oil and rock the roads. Tracy asked about MFT funds and their availability. Lyle stated those funds go directly to Effingham County and we are billed for any overages. Mitch requested a new culvert north of his mother's home. Adam will assess. Mitch also questioned why the potholes had not been filled on 950th Avenue after the Dickman property. Adam's been working with the county engineer to find out exactly how far past the Dickman property line is township responsibility. Adam has assessed the area in question and said the last time he was there was only a few potholes. He will contact the county again regarding exact measurements. Deb reminded everyone to vote on Tuesday, March 17th. Tracy began a discussion on 1099s and whether the township should have sent one to the Robertsons for rock storage. Since the township's accountant has not found this to be an issue with our past or most recent audits, we have not sent them. Lyle or Deb will contact TOI or our accountant to research. Richard Knarum asked when closed session meetings would be released for public access. The board will review every 6 months and release those that can be released at that time. Richard also asked if the township is required to submit a small tool list. Since the road district does not have a quote toolbox to use, the road commissioner uses his own tools. Adam did say that there's a hammer, a crescent wrench, and maybe a screwdriver in a couple of the trucks. Richard also inquired about removal of the gate across to Old Dutch Lane. Adam stated it is not the township's gate, but the county engineer thought it was a good solution. And motion to go to closed session at 7:45 for discussion on property purchase, seconded by Kevin, approved unanimously. Return to regular session at 8:28. Kevin motioned to adjourn the regular meeting, seconded by Keith.
Any additions or corrections? Motion to approve.
The one correction
Any
there,
correction?
on Mitch's culvert, you did say north, but it was the south.
South one,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is the south. I went up there that day to look at it.
And the new one's on the
I said
south.
the north,
It's on the south end, or south? Okay.
Yeah, south corner.
so I drove up there that day and I pulled up, I'm like, that one's already.
Mhm, that was the new one.
on it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll fix that.
Motion to approve.
I motion to approve the minutes with the correction.
Second. Second by Keith. All those in favor?
Aye.
I've got one bill, Deb. Yeah, I'm good. Put the annual town meeting in the paper. You got any?
I don't
No.
have any reviews yet. Nothing.
Save them for next month.
Oh. That's yours.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that down, or I'll be wondering why I don't have it.
leases was the same way? Or that's a replacement
Yeah.
check? Okay, that one came back too.
Well, I couldn't find it anywhere,
Yeah, I
so.
know. Yep,
Okay, so leases is good too.
yep,
And then we need to go void, okay.
yep.
So then I need
They-
to go
they
back
both
here
came
and
back.
write that they were good. Okay.
That was my fault.
Well, it's just, I looked, but it's like.
No. Did you get this?
No,
You didn't get that? I wanted to ask you about the multi-township, that amount levy was correct. I know the road and bridge, And
18
town is-
something.
yeah, 18,275,
Yeah,
okay.
that's what I was saying.
I'll sign them and return them then,
I'll look to make sure, but it's been that way for 3 years, so
yeah,
we've not changed it.
yep. I'll let you know if
It's a
I'm
difference.
not pretty sure that's correct.
Okay.
But double check me to make sure.
No. Been a long week. On Tuesday.
Yeah.
Or is that, no, still got 7 or 5 more days.
which we got 229,566 in CDs, 170,143 checking. Town fund, we got 27,656 in a CD, 68,188 in checking. General assistance, 11,062 in a CD, 13,394 in checking. Bridge fund, we got 25,330. General that'd be it. Oh, equipment and building. Got the GA already. I didn't write that one down. I have to find it. Just gonna wrote that one down. I'll have to come back on that. All right, onward. What's next on the agenda? Public comments. We'll go around the room again. Start with Shelley.
No, I don't have anything.
Doris, any comments?
Oh, okay.
Alright, well, so I forgot to bring up that we don't have any contracts or leases or easements, agreements. Why don't we have anything like that? I mean, what, to keep someone from saying, hey, you can't go on my property to get the equipment that the township owns? I know it's a handshake deal, but, I mean, what's, just say that you and your brother got in a fight and he says you can't come on here, onto our property. What's to keep him from doing that? I know it's not likely.
We
but-
don't go on his property. We discussed this the last time. Tim Harmon goes there, loads his trucks, and
But-
goes out. If
no.
I get in a fight with him, it's not gonna affect him not wanting the roads taken care of. That'd be pretty.
It is the
that's-
township's property. We need to have an easement and insurance to be able to get onto the property. You don't think that's necessary?
Nope, sure don't. Haven't had it in 30 years.
I know, that's the
28
whole
years.
reason. That's the whole reason. We haven't had it. We haven't been doing things properly. You don't care.
It's not that I don't care, I just don't see the need for it.
To make things legal.
There's nothing that says that you have to have it to make it legal, is there?
I'm pretty sure that we need to have an easement to be able to get to our property, and we have to have insurance in case someone gets hurt or things get stolen.
We have, the sworn insurance will cover it if it gets stolen, won't it?
Yep.
So, we have insurance.
The insurance papers that I got from Deb didn't say anything about any locations.
Well, I know we're rock stockpile, we're not gonna get nothing but rock stolen from there.
But if someone gets hurt on that property, is the property owner responsible for the injuries? Is the township responsible for the injuries? Is our insurance gonna take, what is it, TWO? The insurance?
Who?
Is our insurance TWO? No.
Forma Insurance, it's
Alright.
township officials.
Are they gonna
Insurance.
cover that for sure?
I don't know, you probably have to ask a lawyer that, because that's a question lawyers would get involved with on who's liable.
That is a good question. Who is our lawyer, our township lawyer?
We don't have a lawyer, do you think we need one?
We might, I mean, it sounds like we got a lot of stuff going on that's not quite up to par.
I mean, lawyers are extremely expensive, I mean, if someone sues us, we would have to get a lawyer for something, but, it depends how much property tax everyone wants to pay. If we wanna have a lawyer on staff or on call all the time, I don't see it being
Do we use
necessary
the
right
county's
now.
lawyer? Do we have to hire our own? I mean,
We would
this,
have to probably hire our own.
all right.
in my eyes, cross the bridge when you come to it.
That
Oh.
would get expensive.
I get where he's coming from, like you said, lawyers are expensive, but I can get where he's coming from. Let's say Harmon's is driving in there loading up rock, and they miss somebody walking by and they run over somebody, who's
That's
liable?
Harmon's,
Can't say Harmon.
Harmon Brothers.
Now, I got a question. I'm a farmer. I take out my own insurance on all my landlords. That way, if my boy's in the tractor and he gets ran over on their property, or gets hurt on their property, it doesn't go back on the landowner. And my insurance tells me I have to carry that. So, I mean, I have to carry it
On your farm owner's policy.
on a farm owner's
Right,
policy.
correct. You got all
Because I'm
your-
on somebody else's
Gotcha.
property, that way it
But that
doesn't
would
go
be on
back.
Harmon's, like you said. That Harmon's would be you in that situation.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones coming in and out of there with the equipment and the rock and the dump trucks.
I
It's
mean,
all Harmon's.
I'm just asking because that's,
I mean,
Right.
in your example though,
yeah.
that would be Harmon's, not the
So our
township.
insurance
Okay.
covers that. Our insurance for the employees, I guess.
Mhm.
Say one of them steps out of the truck, twists an ankle, 'cause it happens, like I've done it many a times.
Yep.
I mean, it's a thought, I don't know. I guess that'd just be something you'd have to ask your insurance, be like, hey, are we covered on that property?
Right, right.
Yeah, I think there'd have to be a rider on each one of the properties that we store stuff on.
It's just a question, I don't know.
I can check with Norma on that and see what their question, or what they would say.
Cause I mean, yeah, they're probably covered on any of the other property that we, cause I mean, even if they step off the township right away, they're on somebody's property.
Right,
I mean, it's,
yeah.
It's basically a CYA thing, it's cover your own
yeah,
ass.
cover your ass,
I mean,
because, I mean, that, some of that can get expensive, I mean.
Mhm. Do you know of anyone that would like to lease us a few acres of ground for a rock stockpile?
Not me.
Because I think we're next year, due to all this fuss over this rock stock, we're gonna be looking for a spot.
There may not be any roads getting oiled at all.
Because
Don't have any
I'm
rock
pretty sure we're gonna be, anyone's got a couple acres they wanna lease for $800 and,
Just ask the question. That's all that is.
so I think we're gonna be looking next year for a place, or sooner than next year.
Well, how long did the $800 pay up to that we've already paid?
We paid in January.
In January, so we're good till January?
And rock comes in February, March timeframe.
No, they haven't hauled,
Yeah.
they haven't hauled anything in yet.
Yeah, all depends. Usually how busy Harmon's are, it's up to their schedule, or
I
whoever
didn't
gets
know.
the rock bid.
I didn't know if we paid pre or after,
We pay every year in January.
but it's for that year.
Yeah,
So we're
for
good.
that year,
So
we're
you're
good till
We're
January.
we're good till
So
January.
it'll get piled there this year.
I didn't know if we paid beforehand or after.
Right, right.
Some things you pay pre, some things you pay after.
And the 1099 issue does go to $2,000
Mhm.
this year.
Yep.
And if you're incorporated, you don't send out any 1099s
Right,
to them if they're incorporated,
right.
which I think we talked about that before. We thought that's the way it was.
Mhm.
So is the guy next door mows? Is that who mows, is the guy next door?
Mm-hmm.
Is he incorporated?
No,
All
I
right.
don't know. He could be, but I doubt it.
All right. So that's another one that should have got a 1099?
Possibly.
What's the big fuss about the 1099s, to be honest? I mean, it doesn't.
IRS doesn't like us
But it
people
doesn't
not
affect,
paying.
it doesn't affect you, and it doesn't affect the township
Oh, it
if we
could.
send one out or not.
It could affect the township.
I just asked a
Township-
question in
Township
January.
could, the township could send it out, and the guy could throw it away and not file it.
Yeah,
True.
but if the township sends it to them, it also goes to the IRS.
I know, but
So
I'm
then the
just,
IRS is gonna say, and it really doesn't make a difference. The only thing is, the IRS can go back on people for 7 years. So I'm saying, the only people it's gonna affect is Darren and Shelley. If they get audited next year,
Yeah.
the IRS can go back 7 years, then it's gonna come here. And then they're gonna say, why didn't you issue these? And then they're gonna come audit us and go back however many years they can go and say, why wasn't this done? That, I just asked a question because she was handing out W-2s, and so we said,
And-
did we get a 1099? It
And I
was just a
guarantee
simple
you-
question.
I guarantee you, if the IRS asked them why they didn't file them, they'd say it's because we didn't want to. They're not gonna say, well, the township didn't give us one. They're not gonna point fingers.
Yeah, but the thing of it is, that we're all
But we're
taxpayers,
not-
we all have to, we gotta follow the rules,
Yeah.
and this is a township, it's part of the state. There's no reason why y'all shouldn't be following the rules too, is what
Well,
I'm
it
saying.
was just an oversight.
It was an
for years.
oversight.
It wasn't
Right.
like they were doing it intentionally.
And from now on,
Yeah, I
anything,
understand,
anyone
yeah.
over 2,000, we'll try to get them out of 1099. It's gonna cost the township, but if that's what everyone wants, that's what'll happen. Which is, when it gets to 2,000, you can go through our list, they're not gonna have too many, because most of them are incorporated, all are rock
Right.
split. And, yeah, there won't be very few, maybe, but you never know how things change, so. And we might be looking for someone to mow grass here next year too.
I mean,
Is it-
yeah.
He gets word of this, he's gonna be really upset too.
Well, I mean, if you don't pay him over $2,000, then you don't have to worry about it.
Right.
If you stick with the 8, 7, whatever it was,
If he
you're still
still
good.
wants to mow it,
right,
so we'll see.
right. Like I said, in January, it was just a simple question, because you were handing out W-2s, and we just asked, was there a 1099, so. The last time I asked about the MFT, and if we, if you know how much you get or anything like that. Did you ever check on that, Adam, and see if they knew how much? I know Lyle said it goes just to the counties, but.
I don't think we've got it yet. No, I haven't called and asked about it. I don't believe that we've got it yet. No. Yeah.
That's
I'll be
part of
up
what
there.
Pritzker told, right?
Yeah, that's what he's,
Like 85%, right?
Yeah,
they,
there's
Or
a lot
least
more to pay.
funnel back up to Chicago CTA. So
A
that
lot
will
more
be
to pay
less
out of
than what we
pocket.
will have to work with here in
they
Township.
said it may take a couple of years for it to trickle down here, but
Yeah,
Yeah, but eventually that will be,
eventually it will, yeah.
yeah.
right.
I mean, eventually you're gonna go from having enough, basically all the MFT money pays for is patch and oil and rock. I mean, that's the only money, that's all that it pays for, so right, like this last year, the MFT funds covered all the patching that we done, and it covered 4 loads of oil and enough rock to cover it. That's how much the MFT money got.
That's
How much
getting
is-
the full amount.
Yeah, yeah.
How
that
much
was-
is
But
four
now we're gonna
loads of
be-
oil?
Oil is, last year, it was almost $17,000 a tanker.
We bought how many extra
We
tankers?
bought
One extra
2,
tank.
4, or was it 4?
We did.
Yeah.
We bought extra.
We did one more tanker than usual,
No.
2 more
We
tankers.
did, I think we did 4 tankers last year.
Was it 4?
Yeah. I got it wrote down.
But whatever is needed beyond that, the township pays out. What did I say we paid in oil last year?
It
The
was
multiple.
62,000 and an
Plus
extra
rock.
45,000 to Harmon Brothers for rock.
Yeah, we did it.
Pea gravel.
Good old JD,
Yeah.
good old JD.
So-
We did 9 tankers, of oil last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adam, do you still got the maps? Is that the map for what you rocked back?
This is for what I oiled.
That's
yes.
what you oiled?
Yeah.
Did Shepherd give you one of those too?
Nope.
No, he didn't tell you what he rocked? Okay.
No, I made this myself. Just so I had an idea of what we oiled this year. That way I can bounce around for next year.
That's a great idea.
I said, but like I said, this year here, we put 9 tankers of oil down. The norm was 5. Was the most that they'd ever done before.
That is a great idea.
I was just playing on the IDOT website, is that kind of about what we would've got last year?
Probably.
Okay. Do we know what the needy townships fund is?
what?
needy townships. Cause if you look on, I got on the IDOT website, and was looking at all these grants and stuff, they also gave $10,030 to Jackson Township, it's called the Needy Township Distribution. So does that add on to,
It goes on,
Yeah.
does that add on to that?
it goes on top of that.
Okay, okay. But yeah, those I just found on the IDOT website, cause I was gonna try to figure out, if they gave that information or if they didn't. But I didn't know if that was kinda relevant of what the county said we had in there, or,
I don't know. I don't get the paperwork, I sign it.
okay.
I don't know that Greg didn't even give me a copy of it last year. But yeah, that's probably about what we had last year, I would say.
Do we know what the fiscal year is for the state?
Fiscal year for state?
States?
Yeah, cause it just says fiscal year 25, so I didn't know if that was
I'm
June,
not sure.
July to June, or if theirs is,
I don't know what
We
the
run-
state of Illinois.
I think it's
Running.
July to June.
okay, I was thinking,
I'm not real sure, but I think it is.
yeah, I was thinking that when we worked there, but I wasn't sure either.
Yeah, I do have last year. Last year we had $119,548 is what the MFT money was.
Okay,
It's signed by Jerry. So, yeah. That, what they paid for, what they allotted for was 23,000 gallon of oil, 1,100 ton of pea gravel, and 50 ton of patch mix is what they allotted for last year.
Don't close that, tell me that amount again.
That was all last year, 23,000 gallon of oil.
Okay, what's the total, 119, 548? Okay.
Now, do we have to, like you said, we allotted 50 ton of patch mix, did that all get used?
No, you don't have to use it. Any money, any MFT money you do not spend will be there next year.
okay,
And you, at the end of the year, you can allot to let them save it, or I also keep a log, a rough log of the equipment that we use per hour, and they will pay back. Like I can turn it into the county and say we had 100 hours on the backhoe. They pay so much per hour for the backhoe, they pay so much per hour for the truck, the grader, everything that you run by the hour, they will pay back out of the MFT money if you want. So like, so if we were short, you gotta be short on money, Lyle said, hey, we need an extra $10,000, you can turn in, it's basically equipment rental. Even though we own the equipment, they'll pay it out of the MFT funds, out of the equipment
Good to
rental.
know. I mean,
well, it's good
I
that
didn't
it
know,
rolls over.
I mean, as long as it rolls over, I guess, and it's one of those things, if you don't use it and you lose it, that ain't no good.
No, if you don't, like, say if we said, oh, we're not oiling, we're not chipping anything this year,
That's right, I just,
all we do is patch roads, and we had $130,000 in there or whatever, it'll be there next year, they just, I don't know if they'll give you the full allotment again, they may just make up the difference, so
Yeah.
you may lose out
They
there
probably,
somewhere.
if you don't use it, you probably lose some.
I'd say they probably take a percentage of it, or the state would, you know, but,
Because they're gonna say you don't need it.
yeah, that's kind of, you know, how a lot of the budgets are, like pipeline and stuff, if you don't use your budget, the next year they'll cut you down.
Mhm.
On the equipment and building fund, Deb, the CD is 12,311. And the checking is 51,919. I got it wrote down. I'll have to check that figure again, but that's, should come up to 175,000. 113,000, or 123,000, 51,000, yeah, comes up to that 175. Where are we at here with public comments anymore over here? Okay. Old business. Bills paid. Got that levy taken care of, I'll send in levy confirmation. Anything else in the old business category?
Same stuff for me. People asking about culverts. Had several phone calls from people asking about being able to haul rock and stuff, freeze stalls and stuff like that, asking if we lifted or anything. And had several people call on that, even some of the people, heck, they were calling me that lived on the county roads. I'm like, well, thanks for calling. I said, but you live on a county road. I said, you have to check the county website or call them.
Okay. Any new business? Next month, we'll have our budget ready for inspection. We can go over that with anyone. And the notices should be in the paper probably next week. I think they print right around the middle of the month, the F&M T-Town News Report. The two notices will be in the paper that we'll have our hearing on the budget inspection next month at this meeting. And I would say the budget will be similar to last year's.
I'll be at the county building Thursday. We have our oil letting Thursday. They'll have to turn in their bid.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see what the oil prices do. If they had that figured in already.
Thursday?
I don't know, it's Thursday. It's Thursday, 23rd, I think.
How much higher oil will be.
I know they said that they found a rough figure, like just an increase or whatever, but I don't know how much of a percentage they figure on top of that whenever they figure your MFT.
Yeah, I think you can't really go by crude oil prices, because last year I thought, boy, crude, it'll be cheaper, but it wasn't. It ended up being higher, I believe, so. So, do we have any other comments you want to talk about? Do we need to go to closed session this evening?
I don't have any.
We need to review the minutes.
Oh, yeah, well,
Yeah, we can review the minutes, but as far as going to closed session, I have no new news to bring up in closed session unless someone else does.
So we need to go to review the minutes.
Okay, do we need to do that in closed session or do, okay,
Then we have to vote on it
right,
when we get
right,
out. We
okay.
have to look at them and close.
okay. So that'll be the end of the meeting for everyone. Thanks all for coming.
I need a motion to adjourn.
And motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Second by Lisa, all those in favor?
Aye.
Because I gotta go too.
You want alone?
For high school.
He come out of high school.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta, had to come to
I
these.
don't know, anyway, I
Sign somewhere on
have
this paper.
section here, go ahead, I'm sorry.
For government class, right?
Yeah, just kind of put what you are, your
You need
position.
to
or
email that
whatever
to me,
in there.
I'm sorry, but, no,
Personal.
it says email, I'm sorry.
What's that?
Yep, that'll
You
be
can
all
take
right.
pictures of it and
Thank you.
email, I'm pretty
Thank
sure,
you.
let's go look at the board and make sure I'm not wrong. But I thought it said email, because I like to have a record, a way to track it.
Your road is 40 feet wide, by the way.
All right.
I got straight line maps and anything,
What's the problem
all the
out there?
documents from the 1800s.
I don't remember printed freedom of information thing. For all our handwritten notes, she said after
Yes,
you.
they will come by email.
Oh.
Okay, that way then I have a record, I have a thing that, so I don't lose something and I don't realize it. I would rather do that.
I don't know, well, I can't just go to like legalzoom.com and get the damn things, have a brother sign it.
Thank you.
Tell the guy to open his gate for 10 days while you guys get it figured out. The complaint is gating a public road, not that you can't get it back.
Well, we're
Everybody
kinda-
seems to be butting heads, I just think it's all
Right.
just procedural, you know, it's just,
So the road will probably never ever get opened up, so we're gonna leave it up to the landowners that live down that road to make the decision. Is what we're basically doing, so.
Right, I
that'd be
understand that, and that happens, I mean, that happens, like the gravel pits in Effingham,
Right.
that guy got that, give it back, that's the thing that happens, I understand, but it's,
Cause they're the ones that bear the blunt of the damage when that road goes back to where it was
right.
12, 15 years ago.
Is that road closed down? Do we have to have that road closed?
It's closed during Pascal, yeah.
Yeah.
Old Dutch Lane is
That's what I
considered.
thought. It's closed. It'd be just like putting up barricades.
Mhm.
The only thing is, you put up barricades and people's gonna move them.
Right, I
And
understand.
actually, a landowner put those gates up, so, I mean, the road's closed because there's no bridges to get through there.
I understand.
It'd be no different, in my eyes, it's no different than, I have the jurisdiction to close down any road at any time that I want to. So if I set barricades out in the middle of my road on Dexter Road and say this section of road is closed, I can leave them up for a day, I can leave them up for 3 months. That, to me, that gate is doing no different besides nobody can steal it.
I understand.
That's how I'm looking at it. I don't know if that's, I mean, that's how I see it, and that's.
I'm not concerned about that, I'm
Yeah.
just saying it's, just procedure, I guess, is the main complaint, because in the end, what you guys are doing is what's gonna happen, so. And like the 1099 thing, you said there's not that many, it costs money, but if it costs us $150 to send 1099s, then nobody can come in here and complain to you.
Yeah, we'll do that
That's,
next year.
the 1099 thing was strictly an oversight, didn't,
Yeah.
never thought about it, they did, with being township or whatever, didn't really think it necessarily applied until it was brought to the attention, now they know, now they're gonna start doing it, I mean, So
we'll
that
review
that is taken care of as far as the 1099 thing.
Even our auditor did check it, right?
Yeah, they don't say nothing about it. We get a government audit every 4 years, costs us $10,000. They go through everything with a pick and they never mention it. That's Kemper CPA.
But like I said about the gate thing, yeah, I mean, it's been there for 15 years and it's never been an issue till this year. Nobody, and it's never been brought up, nothing, so don't really know where all of a sudden it come from. It is what it is, like I said, my thinking of it, and I talked to IDOT about it, is the easiest and best way to, just for us to get out of it and not have to worry about it, is if I can get the landowners to agree on the easements, then we just,
Thank you.
it's a phone call, I call IDOT and say, that road is off my map, and he takes it off and we're done.
And I appreciate your time. One more question. What's the official way to get a hold of you for stuff? Because I know people talk about like Facebook or your cell phone.
No,
Is there like an
my-
official?
Just my cell phone is the
Okay.
100% best. I don't pay attention to the Facebook stuff.
Okay. Because I know my old neighbor used to write Shepherd a letter. I didn't know if you had to like write a letter or anything.
No, I mean, a phone call or a
I
text
know,
message.
you know the government, you know how they are.
No, a phone call or a text message is perfect, and, if I don't answer it, I'll get right back a hold of you.
Okay, I'll text. We're millennials. We'd
Yeah.
rather our phone not ring anyway.
A text with your name and your number,